Everyone assumes the most expensive shotgun on the market has to be the most reliable. Documented testing tells a very different story. This list breaks down engineering decisions manufacturers rarely explain, from receiver materials to gas system design. One gun beat a legendary reliability icon in independent accuracy testing, and it is not the gun most people expect. Let's get into it. Number 5. The Fabarm L4S Sporting. This shotgun exists to do one thing: break clay targets, and that narrow focus defines everything about it. Fabarm built the L4S in Italy as a purpose-driven semi-automatic for skeet, trap, and 5-stand competition. The company's engineers shortened the action specifically around 2 3/4-inch target loads instead of building a universal platform for every shell length. This is not a hunting gun wearing a competition label. It was designed from the receiver up for one discipline. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The shortened action that makes the L4S feel so light and fast in the hands is the same design choice that limits it. Independent shooters have documented cycling issues with lighter target loads until the gun is broken in, a direct trade-off between a snappy, responsive feel and mechanical margin for error. Fabarm accepted that trade to win on the clay field. The L4S runs on a semi-automatic gas system chambered for 2 3/4-inch shells, with barrel lengths reaching 28 inches. Weight is on the lighter end of the class, though no independently confirmed factory baseline could be verified. Capacity sits at 4 rounds in the tube. The tighter tolerances that give the L4S its balance are also what demand a proper break-in period. That break-in requirement is the gun's one real weakness. It rewards patience on the range, but frustrates anyone expecting flawless performance out of the box. The L4S was built as a specialist's tool for the clay field, not a do-everything shotgun. Next on this list, a shotgun with a receiver, machined the way a rifle built for combat would be. Number 4. The Breda B12 IT4. This shotgun was built by competitive shooters, for competitive shooters, and the receiver alone tells that story. Breda developed the B12 IT4 for the demands of 3-gun and IPSC competition, where speed and reliability decide match outcomes. Engineers chose an inertia-driven system, the same operating principle Benelli made famous, built around fewer moving parts than many competing designs. Breda calls the mechanism Civolani, named for the Italian engineer who pioneered inertia operation decades ago. Here is the engineering decision that changed everything for this platform. The receiver is milled from a solid billet of 7075 T6 aluminum, an aerospace-grade alloy typically reserved for firearms built to military specification. That manufacturing choice adds cost and machining time most manufacturers avoid, but it delivers a receiver that resists flex and wear far better than cast alternatives. The B12 IT4 chambers 12-gauge shells up to 3 inches, with barrel lengths of 18.5 or 24 inches, depending on configuration. Weight runs close to 6.7 pounds in the 26-inch barrel version, lighter than the Beretta A400 Xtreme Plus by nearly a full pound. Capacity holds 4 rounds without a plug installed. The barrel steel, a proprietary Breda alloy, is engineered with slight elasticity to improve harmonics as the shot travels down the bore. One genuine trade-off holds this gun back from wider recognition. Breda has a smaller presence in the American market than Beretta or Benelli, which means fewer long-term reliability records exist outside the competition circuit. That matters less for a shooter chasing match performance and more for someone who wants decades of documented field history behind their purchase. The B12 IT4 was engineered as a purpose-built competition platform, refined through real match use rather than marketing campaigns. Number 3. The Beretta a 400 Xtreme Plus. This was the first hunting shotgun ever built with a barrel technology that had previously lived exclusively in Beretta's competition over and unders. Beretta developed the A400 Xtreme Plus as the flagship of its waterfowl and heavy load lineup, tracing its engineering lineage back through the A391 Xtreme and the original 3.5-inch chambered guns that changed Magnum shotgunning. The company's Stelium barrel program, built on 500 years of barrel-making experience, reached its most advanced form in this model. Here is the engineering decision that changed everything. Beretta installed its Stelium Plus barrel, hammer-forged and vacuum-treated, with a triple-forcing cone reaching over 12 inches in length, directly onto a hunting platform. That triple-forcing cone was engineered specifically to control pellets as they exit the shell, which both tightens shot patterns and reduces felt recoil. No hunting shotgun had carried this barrel technology before this model. The A400 Xtreme Plus chambers 12-gauge shells up to 3.5 inches, with barrel lengths of 26, 28, and 30 inches available. Weight lands between 7.4 and 7.8 pounds, depending on configuration, noticeably heavier than the Breda B12 IT4 at just under 7 pounds. Capacity holds 2 rounds in the tube, plus 1 chambered. The B-Link gas system drives a rotating bolt for cycling speed, paired with the Kickoff Mega hydraulic recoil system built into the stock. Number 2. The Benelli Super Black Eagle 3. This shotgun runs no gas system at all, and its reliability record is one most gas guns cannot touch. Benelli introduced the original Super Black Eagle in 1991, and it became the first semi-automatic shotgun chambered for the 3.5-inch 12-gauge shell. The Super Black Eagle 3 represents the third major evolution of that platform, refining the inertia-driven system Bruno Civillani first engineered decades earlier. Waterfowl hunters adopted the line so widely that it earned the nickname the Arkansas Purdy. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The inertia-driven system relies on just 3 core moving parts: the bolt body, the inertia spring, and the rotating bolt head. That mechanical simplicity is precisely why the system resists fouling in conditions that shut down gas-operated competitors, since no expanding gases are ever pulled into the action. Benelli documents inertia guns reaching over 500,000 rounds while continuing to function without failure. The Super Black Eagle 3 chambers 12-gauge shells up to 3.5 inches, with barrel lengths of 26 and 28 inches. Weight comes in close to 7 pounds, lighter than the Beretta A400 Xtreme Plus by half a pound or more depending on configuration. Capacity holds 3 rounds in the tube, plus 1 chambered. The Comfortech 3 stock and Comtech cheek pad work together to offset the sharper recoil impulse inertia guns are known for compared to gas systems. You have waited long enough. Here it is. Number 1. The Beretta 1301 Tactical Mod 2. This tactical shotgun outshot the segment's most respected pump gun in independently documented slug accuracy testing. Beretta developed the 1301 Tactical as the successor to its TX4 Storm platform, drawing on gas system engineering shared with the A400 line but reworked entirely for tactical and defensive use. Production of the original 1301 began in 2014, and the Mod 2 variant refined nearly every control on the platform. Beretta manufactures the majority of the Mod 2 at its Tennessee facility, a shift that allowed the gun to ship from the factory with a 7-round magazine tube instead of the 5-round limit imposed on fully imported models. Here is the engineering decision that changed everything for this platform. Independent testing conducted by Outdoor Life ran the 1301 Tactical Mod 2 against a full field of competing tactical shotguns using slugs at 25 yards. And it produced tighter average group sizes than every gun in the test except one specialized Mossberg variant, which it trailed by a fraction of an inch. That level of accuracy in a shotgun built for speed and close quarters use is not typical, and it comes directly from the precision of the B-Link gas system paired with a rotating bolt. The 1301 Tactical Mod 2 chambers 12-gauge shells up to 3 inches, with an 18.5-inch barrel and an overall length of 37.8 inches. Weight lands between 6.4 and 6.8 pounds, depending on stock configuration, close to a full pound lighter than the Beretta A400 Xtreme Plus. Capacity holds 7 rounds in the tube plus 1 chambered, doubling the 3+1 capacity of the Benelli Super Black Eagle 3. Ghost ring sights and a full-length Picatinny rail come standard for mounting optics. The takeaway from this list is simple. Documented testing beats brand reputation every time a shotgun has to perform under real conditions. Which of these 5 would you trust most? A tactical role in your home or a competition stage where accuracy decides the match? Drop your answer in the comments below. If you want more breakdowns built on verified engineering research, documented testing, and manufacturing history instead of marketing copy, subscribe for the next documentary in this series.